but I think it's the best Broodmother set so far.
All right, I usually love every crazy... I think this is the worst set that's ever been put in Dota, and I know that most people disagree with me. It looks untextured. When you look at the whole thing, it looks like it just hasn't been finished. And
No,
it really...
looks like a creepy
slightly
spider.
OCD for me. Yeah, but, I mean, if we're going to start putting realistic stuff in the game, then we've got a long ways to go for Dota. I mean, we might as well change Spirit Breaker's model to a rhinoceros. That makes it more fitting with Stampede.
That would be better, honestly. That's just improving on Spirit Breaker. Just Magnus.
30 seconds to battle.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, and there was another game called Heroes of Newerth where that was the model, actually, for Spirit Breaker. Also had Batrider's ult, though, so maybe not so balanced. Anyway, Undying already in the enemy triangle, trying to get some dewarding done here. As Gremlo. He's going to spot them out now in the river. He's actually going to get the charge off. Does he want to commit is the question.
Big impact.
No, it was a fake out. Yeah. So how miserable is Broodmother in this game? Because you have Swashbuckle, you have Mars Rebuke, Flat Cannon, which I assume, I mean, maybe it doesn't have to, but could go Ags Maelstrom if you really have trouble with spiders.
I want to say it's a 10 out of 10 for Suffering. I mean, if you change out maybe Pango to Kunkka, maybe it could be even worse. But this is pretty much it, man. This is what you don't want to see when you're a Brood. But he does play a fantastic Brood, so we'll see if he can work around this hard counter.
Oh, I missed this somehow, but on top of all that, it's not just a Swashbuckle, but it's a mid Pango, so he will be going Maelstrom to make it even. It's 11 out of 10 now that I look at it. Holy jeez.
Yes, exactly. The 3 cores are all Broodmother counters.
Very disgusting. This is a tri-lane for both respective sides in the top lane for now. We've seen this from both EU and NA recently. Who does this favor in terms of like the lineups right now?
I think it's probably a little bit favoring the team that has Tusk. I think Undying are slightly better off with this tri-lane. The tag team is very, very strong, but they have the movement speed of Tether at least to keep them safe.
Well, that means that Gremlo is going to be soloing bot lane against Saberlight's Mars. So Spirit Breaker versus Mars, that's a really weird one to see as well. If you had to guess, who would have the advantage in that lane?
I think Mars is not sweating at all in that lane. That sounds like an easy lane for Mars. But I guess Spirit Breaker can, like, at some point TP base and charge out again if he needs to refill HP. But just statically laning, I think Mars wins this.
Yeah. Of course, Spirit Breaker has turned a bit more into a core hero thanks to the double damage that the bash does to creeps, which has been a huge quality of life. I think it was it Zhao 8 last season that had brought it out in the mid lane because he was
Zhao 8.
He was subbing in as the coach for the mid laner in the LGD as Forsaken Oracle getting chased in the top lane. The tag team slowing him down quite a bit. Dual Breath is there, so Forsaken Oracle should live, but Moon Meander, he's might be dead here. That's the Lucent Beam. Pops the Fairy Fire. Still the Mango into the Dual Breath, but Moon Meander will be able to TP out.
Oh, nice TP out. And that was a lot of resources used to try and bring him down. But yeah, you're definitely right. It was Zhao playing it, but he played it a bit early on, and then people were like, nah, this doesn't look so good, and everyone stopped. But then after TI, Spirit Breaker made a big comeback, and it's being played again.
It's funny how that works. I mean, he had pretty decent success. It didn't feel like it ended up scaling the way that they wanted it to. And obviously, he was filling in for the mid lane, and that's not exactly his normal position anyway. But
yeah, I think
either way, he showed off the bash against creeps. Definitely, you can use that if you angle it right with the charge.
Yeah, it solved one of the biggest issues that Spirit Breaker had, which is couldn't farm at all as a core, right? But now he can decently, and like you said, you just gotta line up those charges across the map. It's like a big Psyblade, sort of. Kind of like it.
Oh, everything is a big Psyblade for you.
It is.
Is that how you compare everything in Dota? It's like,
yes.
How does this work with TA?
Of course.
Very nice.
You gotta have your point of reference.
Second Oracle getting chased. That's good to have a point of reference in general. Right now, Tomato, in terms of CS 16-2 versus Pale Horses 13-7, so not too bad either way is Dubu. Has a Spirit Siphon go off, but he's getting chased now by Pale Horse and company, taking a lot of damage at Dual Breath. Doing so much over time. Pops a Fairy Fire, though, and Pale Horse going to get turned on a bit by Moon Meander. Just a lot of back and forth. Not sure if this is going to result in any actual kills yet.
Oh my god, they're trading.
The regen.
Go on one hero and then switch to the next. Everyone just trading down HP, but maybe favoring Arkosh a little bit since they have Wisp. Easier to heal up in the end. Possibly.
And mid lane, 23-2 for Monkey versus Bryles, 24-4, so extremely even. And once this Javelin comes out for Bryle, he'll be able to actually take out some Spiderlings. Once, obviously, Monkey has to get level 6 first.
Yeah, so he can make the Spiderlings. Both of them have a bit of a power spike on the horizon. So far, just playing with Bottle. Nothing else really happening. Bottom lane, we do see a pretty big out CSing going on, by the way. Saberlight 30-12 versus 20-2.
Yeah, poor Gremlo. So level advantage going... Oh, all right. First blood top lane. Will go the way of Arkosh. Crow of all heroes ends up netting himself the first blood gold. Nicely done.
Not often you get that with a no Spirit's Wisp. Just right-clicking it down.
Yep, indeed. And they're fighting over this tomato, but it'll go the way of Arkosh again. We'll see if Undying wants to switch things up. And looks like... Well... No, dude was just going to TP back top lane. So, I mean, typically you see like these tries not last very long, but this one seems to be going the distance. How long can they withstand this, you think?
I think Arkosh are committed. They're going to keep playing top, I believe. I'm not sure that Luna is going to switch bottom ever. They're probably just going to make this their home. They will probably want to enable Spirit Breaker to come up there too.
Yeah, and that's the issue for Gremlo, is he wants to gank, but then he's just leaving Mars to get... I mean, he's already getting solo XP and farm, but even more so, it'll just be amplified.
He wants 6.
But perhaps he gets traded for somebody.
Yeah. Once he's 6 on Spirit Breaker, he can go there. Tusk running in.
And we'll see the Dual Breath applied to Moon Meander. Still only level 2 right now, but he is committed to this. Looks like he's going to drop one way or the other. Monkey in the vicinity as well. And we'll get the kill thanks to the Spiderlings. As Duba just going to Spirit Siphon away, but Pale Horse and Crow, they have the move speed. There's the Lucid Beam to slow him down a little bit more. Right click actually looks quite fearsome from Pale Horse. Very impactful indeed. Another Lucid Beam available, but they lose vision here.
Hey, 50 gold from that
now we have
missile.
some... Yeah, that's true. Those add up over time. Moon Meander has transitioned to the bot lane, though, so we'll see if Saberlight can set something up. But in the meantime, you can see Gremlin has already TP'd out, so he might be looking for a potential gank top.
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, they want to make everything transition towards top. Might even move Broodmother at some point up there too. And I think if Undying pressure bottom, it's just gonna be ignored by Arkosh, most likely.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna commit to... Oh, he might, as Crow actually connects with the tether. There's the Nether Strike to follow Tomato. Looks to be mega dead. Nicely done from Arkosh.
That's what you want to have happen right there. I mean, clean connection, and now you have to remove this tower if you are Arkosh, so that you can play up on the top lane.
And they're going to get heavy damage at the very least. We'll see where Gyro wants to TP, but with 4 members of Arkosh here, I doubt they try to defend, but we'll see. As Dubu is going to get charged, the Courage in the vicinity as well. Gyro's actually TPing, and here comes Saberlight with a big Mars Arena onto 2 heroes. Pale Horse still connected to Crow, so a lot of regen coming out. Attempting to run out, though. Doesn't look like he's going to be successful, as the homing missile will finish him off, along with the IO. So nice defense mounted from Undying.
Yeah, we see the impact of Mars rotating versus Spirit Breaker. Like, Spirit Breaker did bring down the carry, so cred for that, it worked out. But that Mars Arena, when he comes in, I mean, he just traps them, and those are pretty much sure kills.
And with that, basically evens up the net worth lead. Not that it was that big to begin with, but Arkosh did get off to a much better start than the last game. And this is with a less percentage chance to win, based on what you and the panel have said.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure. They're having a little bit of a gold lead here, but the question is, what is that gonna turn into? Right now, the gold lead is on Broodmother. She's ahead in farm, but it's a big challenge. We'll see what Monkey can do. I'm really worried for him, but looks like Orchid is gonna be the build.
Yep. That's bot lane. Pale Horse getting very aggressive on Moonman. He's going to create a lot of time and space with this snowball because the rest of his team is connecting. Braille gets off the Swashbuckle into the Rolling Thunder. And we'll see if they can take out the Luna in tow. Uses the Ice Shards to actually bounce again.
That was
very
cute.
nicely played from Braille. And looks like they're going to find Forsaken Oracle as well.
Yeah, that was a nice little play, using the interaction of Ice Shards being a target for the car to bounce on. And this is why I expected Arkosh not to want to go down here to bottom lane, because once the rotation comes, they can't really do anything.
And Gremlo wants to go on top of Moonman, who tried to TP in the top to defend. He's going to get bashed and brought down easily. Gremlo, this is a tip, please. Thank you. Oh, wait, Gremlo got tipped. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
that was a weird defense by Moonman, who TP'd in with no HP. Saberlight in the mid lane, though. He's going to dodge the Ice Path, getting gone on by Monkey, who's connected by Crow right now. Gets off the spear, though. Saberlight's still very tanky. Getting charged as well, but looks like he'll be just fine.
Yeah, that charge is coming in from far away, and since he's sitting behind tower, I don't think he can continue.
All right, they're going to use that arena along with the Swashbuckle from Braille. Monkey taking a lot of damage, but look at the heals from Crow. They're going to turn this around into Saberlight instead. Nicely done from Arkosh.
I did not know that interaction between Spiritbreaker and Mars. If you charge into arena, you just kind of stay there. Your charge is still going, but he parks on the wall. Look at Spiritbreaker coming in.
True?
Yeah, I thought he was going to get stopped, but he just waits, like, you know, soon I'm going to get you. And then indeed.
That's weird. Huh.
I learned something
I feel
new
like
today.
that is technically a bug. It has to be. I mean, if they like it, they're going to call it a feature.
Yeah, I think
That's
mechanically it doesn't move you. It just slows down your movement speed to nothing. Like, it slows down your ability to move. So Spiritbreaker will take it.
I mean, it's a freaking wall. It doesn't make any sense at all. If you want to put Spider or the Broodmother set in the game, you got to make this more realistic. As Braille's going to get taken out of the mid lane, TP's going to be way too late for Moon. A very high value kill from Arkosh again.
He doesn't care about your wall. He goes right through it.
Space and time are connected, and he is a space cow, so I guess we can let that one slide.
Thank you.
So Monkey, like you said, working on the Orchid, not too far away from it, and we'll see. I mean, that's going to be the most important item, I think, because he's probably going to use that to try to get a lot of kills with his team. A nice Ice Shard's blocking in Gremlo in the mid lane, and looks like it's going to be his ultimate demise.
That's his first death, though. He's played a really good, like, post-laning stage here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and his counterpart, Saberlight on the Mars, has more farm, but hasn't had as much impact, maybe, as they're going to find the IO, get off a nice spear, and end up swashbuckling him down easily. Pale Horse pops the Eclipse, but the nice snowball mitigating a lot of that damage, and the Mars are needed to keep him in place. The 2 quick kills from Undying here.
This Luna is struggling to find any form of home where she can stay and farm. She just keeps getting ganked. Moves bottom, gets ganked, trying to find some space top, gets ganked again. She's really just not able to find a moment's rest.
And they're going to take a bit of an ancient stack in Arkosh's triangle as well, so no more farm for Luna, like you said. This makes it even worse. Let's see what they can do with this. Oh, Moon Meander TPing out, but the Ice Path will connect, so Moon's TP's canceling. He's going to be brought down, but Crow gets silenced, trying to get out of dodge, but it's not to be. Ends up being a 1-for-1, and Monkey, he's still, actually, he does have enough for the recipe on Orchid now, so
yeah,
see if they could do anything with this Orchid reveal.
Sadly, they don't have the best chase into 5 heroes. They do get 1 kill, but again, lose their Wisp afterwards. But this Orchid could allow them to get some kills if they manage to split up Team Undying.
And the tier 1 tower looks to be going down, but the fortification is going to delay things. There's a charge coming in from the top side. Gremlo is going to get rebuked off into the spear. Not enough damage to actually get the kill here. Nice silence coming out from the DP, but Gremlo gets off the Nether Strike onto Saberlight. Looks like he's left alone. His devices will die, along with the Pango, actually. So huge kills for Arkosh.
I'm so impressed
nice
that
defense.
Broodmother just kills the Pango there. Like, maybe he could have turned around and tried for a lucky shot proc, but he just dies to right clicks there.
Ooh. That was nice. Putting Mumian in a terrible spot. Great bait from Gremlo. Man, Gremlo is looking like a professional player today, Waga.
Yeah, he's fantastic. This guy could make a living in the Dota scene, I think.
I think so. Usually it's for the way that he presents himself in the most stupid manner possible. But today, looking like a pro player for sure.
Yeah, must have been pubbing it a lot lately. Preparing,
Yeah, he could be working right now, but instead is playing Dota, so... Trying to make that another form of... Oh, Monkey! Yeah, the Mars Arena will catch him, and that's going to be an easy one for Undying.
Yeah, no way out of it.
I don't think they can turn us into anything else, though.
No, I think Spirit Breaker is going to be safe here. He's hiding. They're going to try and get mid tower, which is really low, so no way to defend it.
Charges to the creeps.
Careful, Gremlo.
Potentially catch. Yeah, they just need the Snowball or Walrus Punch to cancel TP. Charge up in 4 seconds. He's going to get it punched into the air. Charges up now. Gets it off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What a
Such
hero.
an annoying hero to deal with.
It's so peaceful. He just charges off into the distance. Doesn't care about anything. Gets a courier snipe with the bunny hop.
Tumbler toy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's great. Is somebody playing on Gremlo's account? Are we sure this is him? Can we get the video evidence of his face?
I mean, he's just sitting there smiling while someone else is boosting, I think. Look, he's like, they don't know.
That's good stuff. I mean, this is an even game. Undying, just to recap, this is very important for both respective teams. The Eclipse is going to be used a little bit prematurely, but looks like Mumiander will die. Oh, he's going to get the Ice Shards off beforehand. Blocks in 2. He's living for now as well. Saberlight in the vicinity. Mumiander does end up dropping, but if they can turn this around at all, Saberlight may have bit off too much to chew here. Will TP out. Somehow gets out. Wow. That is super close.
That was really close. He still had the burn from Jakiro on him as well. Could just as well have died there. That was really, really close. Yeah, like you said, it's an important game. And here we are, Arkosh looking like they could take Roche, perhaps. They're going to go for it. Heading into the Roche pit is Broodmother with a Didirum.
Indeed. And we'll see if Undying want to try to counteract this. They are TPing already, so I think they have an idea this is occurring right now.
Yeah.
We're at half health, though, and they scan out.
Not a super fast Roche in the end, so it was cheeky, but not going to get it.
And Undying could potentially go for it as well, but they're going to go high ground first and maybe get a pick off. Saberlight looking for an arena target. Crow getting completely isolated and deleted. And it looks like Forsaken Oracle is going to be next. And this might be enough for Undying to go for Roche now, as Forsaken Oracle likely will die here and does. Dubu still has Exorcism to work with.
Surprisingly tanky Jakiro there. Just a fat hero, but yeah, like you said, now the fact that they warmed up Roshan a little bit means this is going to be pretty fast.
They are scanning, but yeah, there's no way they can contest this. Maybe the Spiderlings can get a deny on the Aegis or something. No. Tomato ends up snagging the Aegis for himself. Pale Horse looks like he wants to fight. Doesn't have Eclipse for another 35 seconds. The Orchid is applied to Mumia, and he's just going to walk it off, though. Dubu gets a couple nice Spirit Ciphers out. Beautiful silence, though, preventing the Nether Strike. And Gremlo might still be able to get it off anyway. They get the Lucent Beam into the Nether Strike. Dubu, but a nice jump in from Saberlight. It's a beautiful rebuke onto 3 heroes. Mumiander jumps in with that snowball as well. Brood is the first to die. Huge kill for Undying, and it looks like Pale Horse is next.
Oh no, the relocate as well.
The relocate came out, but I think that's a solo IO. See if they even care about him at this stage. The Mumiander, the sole kill for Arkosh in this engagement is Bryle. Looking for Forsaken Oracle, and you can see that IO will be brought down in all likelihood. Maybe not. Saberlight with the blink available. Yeah, that'll be enough. And the solo kill from Bryle. So beautiful fight from Undying.
Yeah, no way to run away from Pangolier as Jakiro with no mobility items. You're gonna go down. That post 5 DP though, what an impact he was having. The ulti runs out, and right as his ulti was starting to heal him, then they initiate on him. So that post 5 DP looked real tanky as they tried to bring him down. Basically won the fight for Undying.
You know, an interesting thing that I was thinking about with Death Prophet for years now I don't know if she needs a buff, but it would be a quality of life thing, is being able to bring back your ghosts whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like end your ult early, essentially.
I've actually talked to a lot of people who have said the same thing, so I think that would be a very reasonable buff. And I don't think it would make her like insanely much stronger, but it would be such a quality of life, like you said.
Yeah, we do have to be careful though. Some heroes, I mean, she's not in the category of being too OP right now, as the silence comes out. Forsaken Oracle is dead. That is only his 4th death of the game, so an improvement. Then Undying with that Aegis can probably take relatively good map control, get some outer towers, and I think it'll come down to that second row. I think Purge is going to be right. It's going to be past 23 minutes.
Yeah, I was on board with that as well. I don't think that they're going to win that fast against the lineup that Arkosh are running. Whoa, the lag there.
Gremlo's dead. Now, if you're inside the arena, charging out will certainly not work.
Nope, gonna get booped.
I'll get off the Rolling Thunder. Crow does have his ultimate, is using it now, needs to connect, and does so. But the tier 2 tower bottom will be claimed by Undying. And they defend the top, technically speaking. Forsaken Oracle, a little bit out of position, but so is Tomato. Still with the Aegis. We'll see if they want to connect any further. Saberlight does not have arena for another minute. Looks like Crow dies in that eventual brought back there, but Tomato, yeah, very weird move. It's like they were playing like they had an IO on their team.
Feels a bit like last game as well, finding yourself under the tier 2 enemy tower. You know, this death is a bit reminiscent of game 1, where they got caught out on the mid tower.
Yeah.
But they'll take it. I mean, Arkosh are happy to bring down the carry while Undying are busy killing a Wisp.
Yeah, and Pale Horse has claimed the top spot in net worth, which I did not think we were going to see this game. So that's really good for Arkosh, as he's still working on the BKB. Moon Meander with the Invis rune sets up another easy one on Forsaken Oracle, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're close now. Only 1,000 gold away from a BKB for Luna. And once he has that, there's not that many threats. I mean, of course, there are still things to worry about, but you make the teamfights much easier to play as a Luna here if you get BKB.
And Undying posturing in Arkosh's jungle now, but obviously they don't want to fight without their Jakiro online. So for Brood, it looks like BKB is next. And if the game continues past that point, what would you like to see? Like, do people... I haven't seen a ton of Brood myself recently, but is Aghanim Scepter still something, as Gremlo looks to be caught out in the arena and will likely die, although Crow is here with a huge heal. Still has Relocate to work with. Doesn't want to bother as Gremlo faking out that Nether Strike. Rolling Thunder continue on for Bryle as Moon Meander has made his transition over. Crow now procs that ultimate.
Aww.
Oh, he won't be able to save his comrade, and instead they'll lose both.
Yeah, both of them are gonna go down. That was actually close to him surviving. You can see how Holy Locket with 20 charges on Wisp can turn someone's HP just to 100% from nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see an Aghanim on Broodmother after the BKB. Probably gonna see more right-clicky approach, I would expect. But I'd love to see it. I think the Aghanim Shard is a big item, though, that they can look towards. The AoE Silken Bola and 80% miss chance is really big.
Yeah, against the Gyrocopter. Of course, BKB will be a problem for that, but he hasn't bothered going for that even in his quick buy here. His Pale Horse is going to initiate on. Call down is there. Eclipse is only going to last a couple seconds because he's punched into Oblivion. As Moon Meander will be the trade thanks to the Macro Pyre. But Undying will take this every time.
Oh, they're chasing for more.
I don't know if they want to fight without their carry.
The good thing for Arkosh, though, is even though Luna died, she did buy BKB right before she died. It was flying out, but was not close enough that he could get it. So this doesn't set him back too much.
Yeah, it looks like Arkosh are going to have to abandon this area and wait for Pale Horse to respawn. And Tomato's just going to get some farm in the meantime. So it does have Aghanim Scepter, the Crystallis, and is getting closer to a Satanic.
Yeah, only 1,800 gold away. Satanic is going to be really massive here for him. The Dispel is really neat. And of course, with Aghanims, you keep hitting. Gremlo looks like he's going to go down here to the chain stun.
Yep. does have charge, but yeah, tag team's so annoying. Tag team works with swashbuckle, right? Every instance. Pretty sure.
Actually, I'm not sure if it does anymore. I thought that it did. I'm not sure on the interaction anymore.
I don't think they changed it.
Yeah, I believe it does work, but I'm not 100% sure on it.
Yeah, I would think it does. I mean, it's not technically an attack, but it does use modifiers and it's physical. I don't know. It is a gray area technically.
Yeah, there are a lot of abilities that are in that realm in Dota. DD room for Pale Horse here. Gonna go to the enemy triangle, farm up a little bit. You see the spiderlings on the minimap, by the way? They're everywhere.
I know. I thought you were gonna talk about the model, because those are the ones from the new set as well. They're disgusting. But yeah, Pale Horse with the DD like you talked about. Moon Meander is going to get the snowball off. Doesn't really wait very long, but it looks like that's because Saberlight's in the vicinity. He's taking heavy damage, though. Moon Meander's dunzo. Saberlight with the BKB, trying to walk away. Going to moonwalk to the other side of the cliff here, but he'll finally be brought down. So 2 for nothing as see if Undying wants to continue to fight or not. Second Oracle looks like he's going to be able to walk away safely. The IO falls, though. And Pale Horse has Eclipse, but silenced and brought down, it looks like, thanks to Tomato's transition. Started as a really good fight for Arkosh, but not in the end.
Yeah, it was good. It didn't end up being too terrible, though. They only trade 2 for 2 in kills there. But the Yule Scepter on Pango making the difference. Look at these spiders. They just disappear. It's like as long as one core hero is nearby, Broodmother is going to work alone.
Yeah. I would say I'm sad, but it is a brood, so
yeah,
not much sympathy coming from me. And speaking of brood, Bryle able to get that kill. Well, Dubu technically gets credit for it. Ice Path going to connect onto Bryle, though. And they can't follow this up with anything more, as they did find Gremlo as well.
Undying just pulling ahead a bit more, you know, bit by bit there. I thought that the fight could maybe have worked out in the favor of Arkosh when they got that nice right-click going with Luna with the DD rune. They almost brought down 2 of them during the Mars Arena, but in the end, the BKB was expended on Luna, and without it, she can't fight.
Yeah. Forsaken Oracle. Oh my god. All right. Absolutely destroyed. And you can see, based on the minimap drawing there, Undying wants to regain control of this area, maybe go for that tier 1 top, but tier 2 mid is ripe for the picking as well.
Yeah, I see no reason not to try and do some damage here. They also take over the outpost at the same time.
And Monkey wants to potentially fight here. Moomianer jumps in, though. BKB popped by Pale Horse, has the Eclipse to work with, but Saberlight with the magic immunity himself, so he's going to take a brunt of the damage here, though. A lot of physical DPS. Actually ends up using Bulwark backwards, unfortunately for him. Tomato continuing to right-click, though. Pale Horse has to go up against his Satanic. Tomato needs to pop it, though. He does, but it's already run out, and Gremlo looks like he's going to get taken out thanks to the Ice Shards, but Tomato now on the run, but brought down to his knees thanks to Monkey's ult. The Spiderlings finish him off, and Dubu going to get bashed. No TP for you. A great fight for Arkosh. It is going to cost them a buyback, but they clean up nicely.
Oh my god. The unsung hero of this team fight is Wisp. He was working overtime to keep Luna alive, and what a job he did in doing so. He almost died himself. He danced perfectly away from the Luna and or from the Pango and the Death Prophet. This Wisp was doing God's work keeping Luna alive.
Yeah, good early BKB there. Look at Saber. He's going to be back. That's always unfortunate. But into the Roche pit, Arkosh goes in terms of the live view here. And this is going to have a shard available. Luna already has hers. I love talking about this, as you might know. You talked about Silken Bola. Mm-hmm. We'll see if Monkey ends up taking it here. Saberlight going to get gone on from Gremlo. Just trying to create some space to take this Roshan. But Bryle, Rolling Thunder's into the pit, so they're going to have to abandon for now. And that means Gremlo's just going to die off on his own. Oh, but Roche is so low. Monkey doing a good job of going around this Bryle ult, but Pale Horse snatches the Aegis, so technically Undying get the Roche kill. And he's got the BKB walk away, but that might mean the rest of Arkosh could drop here. They're going to find the IO at the very least. Forsaken Oracle looks to potentially be next if they have any catch. Homing missile available. And it doesn't even need it.
Yeah, so Undying, they win the fight, they get the kills, they got Roshan last hit, but the Shard and Aegis at least go the way of Arkosh. They got the Aghanim Shard over on Broodmother, and Aegis preserved on Luna as she just ran away there from the fight.
Right, so let's talk about Silken Bola again, since that's not something we get to see very often, but
yeah.
His third skill essentially becomes AoE, 550 AoE to be exact, and the mischance increases to 80%. So Tomato, well, he does have Satanic to dispel it, I guess, but we'll see if he goes for BKB.
Yeah, the fact that he only has the Satanic to deal with it right now, though, I mean, 80% mischance can destroy this Gyrocopter's impact if you know, use it in a way that Satanic doesn't immediately get rid of it. It's low cooldown as well.
Yeah, oh, Monkey getting gone on. All the spiders are dead, and so is the big one.
That's pretty much what I envisioned when I saw the draft. Like this scenario playing over and over. So cred to Monkey for only dying 4 times in this game. He actually has the least deaths on his team.
Yeah, that is a credit to his name. But regardless, Undying, they do have the 10k lead. They do not have the Aegis, though, like you said. So we'll see if Arkosh can take good advantage of this. It's all about when Pale Horse uses that BKB and is able to fight afterwards. Wow. All right, Forsaken Oracle stepping out of bounds and swiftly taken out. We'll buy back into the game, though.
Like nothing never happened. It's fine.
Yeah. And with that, looks like Undying are going to be just happy taking out the outer buildings. Still the DD on Tomato. And he should be able to finish that Daedalus now.
Oh, they want to fight. They're smoking into it.
Yeah, okay, the charge in, but a nice snowball. Very quick fingers on Moon Meander. Saberlight gets off a nice Mars Arena as well, but Pale Horse with the BKB, still with the Aegis online. They're going to delete the Gyrocopter right off the bat. Double kill for Pale Horse, no buybacks for Undying, so they have absolutely fallen apart in this engagement. Ryle looks to be next. Really nicely done from Arkosh. They're going to get 4 out of the 5 members of Undying here.
That was perfect.
Dubu is invisible right now. All right. Eventually.
Yeah. In the end, gets brought down, but that was really big by them. Just, you know, no fear, go on the Gyrocopter. Even if he gets snowballed, they can just wait for him to come back out of it. So, I mean, super good reactions there, but didn't really matter. The Ice Path after he came out of Snowball is what stunned the Gyrocopter, so they couldn't get the Satanic out.
And the live view, they end up technically getting the team wipe as Saberlight gets relocated on. So Arkosh, I mean, this is about a 5k net worth swing, I want to say. They've cut the lead essentially in half.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Definitely within reach.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This puts them within like financial territory of being able to buy some important stuff here. Like BKB on Spirit Breaker is now going to come out, and you're also going to see the Broodmother go for the Aghanims that we were talking about, whether or not she was going to go for. She opts to go for it. That is a fun
Very
Aghanim.
nice. It is. I've never actually seen it though.
I've never seen it in a pro game, and I think I've only had it in like 1 game in my pubs. So this is pretty much first time seeing it in action here. Of course, Brood Aghanims. You can talk about what she can do with it.
Yeah, Gremlo in the meantime though, getting gone on. He does have the bulldoze activated, but the dispel now. He does have another bulldoze to use though, and just Shadow Blaze to safety. So yeah, it's kind of like a techies. It feels like a little techies thing where you have these snares, these traps essentially. I mean, that's a lot of text actually. I don't know if I want to talk about the whole thing.
So to break it down quickly is that these are invisible and cannot be revealed, and can catch people.
It's very realistic as Arkosh end up losing 1. Pale Horse on the run. We'll be successful in getting out. All right, now we have a little more time to talk about it.
Yeah, good TP out there. Of course.
How many charges do you get of this?
You can only have 5.
5?
Yeah, 5 active, and they're on a pretty long cooldown, I believe. I'm trying to read through all of this.
So it roots you and slows afterwards. The Does it do any damage? Okay, it does 100 damage per second for the 4 seconds. Though.
Yeah, I mean, it's 400 damage, and it pings on the minimap. It gives you a little ping, like there's enemy heroes here. So if you have it in Roche Pit or in some random location, you will be made aware that the enemy are there. It's very good against smokes.
And you can see it here on the front line in front of their mid tier 3. He just used it. It's kind of camouflaged a bit with the web.
It's web on web. Is what it is.
Yeah, web on web action for sure. It's actually pretty hard to see.
It is.
Which I guess is intended.
Even harder to see if your team Undying. Because I'm
getting some Lord of the Rings vibes here, actually.
Yeah.
Poor Frodo. All right, we'll see if one of these catches. I actually want to. I've never seen the animation itself. Oh wow, Moomiander has an Aghanim Scepter for himself, so he can Walrus kick people out with. And I talk about this all the time when this is picked up, especially on a support. It's such a huge value. If Luna pops BKB, just kick her out, and that's essentially you wasted her entire item usage.
They want the Tusk.
Yep, they're going to get the Nether Strike, the Ice Path, not the greatest layering, but Saberlight jumps in with the Arena onto 4 heroes. Pale Horse has to pop his BKB and the Eclipse, but the damage from Tomato just ripping through everybody. And unfortunately, Monkey not able to do too much with that Aghanim Scepter here. They're going to find their 4th kill in a matter of seconds.
That did not go the way they expected.
Crushing. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this trap, Log.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on creeps, right? So I think somebody has to walk through it.
Yes, it works on heroes, and I think you can get it on multiple if they're right after each other.
Mm-hmm. All right, Gremlo trying to create some space here. All right, come on. Saberlight's going to be caught. There it is. Oh, it works on multiple heroes. Okay, yeah. I thought it went away immediately.
No, it stays for the duration. I think that the first guy gets rooted, and then multiple people can get rooted.
That is 4,200 gold.
Yeah. Huge.
Oh, Gremlo. So quick. Making Moonmeander very upset.
As we see a super
They're
fast
gonna
flash.
lose mid-racks. And bottom looks to be next.
Can't stop it.
Sadly for him, the siege creeps will survive.
I mean, this is the dream for a Spirit Breaker, though, having the spider legs as well. He can go so fast.
Yeah, that is true. They're finally going to try to go for him now. He kills the creep they're TPing. Of course, all the while this was happening, they have lost 2 sets of racks. I'm not sure how much difference it made.
No, nothing happened. Spirit Breaker is doing great. Keep charging.
Oh,
you see the snares everywhere.
Yeah, can you put snares on top of each other? That's the real question.
No, you cannot.
Oh, that's a shame. All right, pinned to the wall is Pale Horse, and he's going to get dropped. No, nice heals coming out from Crow in the meantime, but he can't even get his BKB off. He just drops. Does have buyback, though. Sadly for him, it turns into a 3v5 as Pale Horse. There's the BKB into the Eclipse.
Oh, the Gyro?
Oh, actually doing pretty heavy damage. And remember, it doesn't have Aegis on Gyro or anything, but the Satanic is there to bring him to a respectable amount of HP. Gremlo gets kicked to the other side of the map. Triple kill for Pale Horse, so they do find the Gyro in the end as Dubu has the Ghost Scepter. Looks like he's going to be the 4th going down for Undying. It cost them a buyback as well. Ultra kill Pale Horse. That's what happens when you use BKB, I guess.
Dude, I'm calling it. This is the same as last game. Just go Rapier, man. Don't go for the Scotty, please. Get the Rapier on Luna. All in.
True.
Those are big kills, though. 2 heroes dead with 60 seconds, no buyback.
Indeed, and Roshan is going to be up in 30 seconds, so that gives a bit of a window for Arkosh to do something with that. Yeah, we see the replay here.
This time, Wisp unable to work through all the damage that was coming in for Luna. Can't quite keep him alive.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, Undying getting obviously a little bit cocky.
A little bit?
I mean, if I don't think Gyro had the BKB, right? He just finished it. Oh no, he did. He did use it.
Yeah, he used it earlier in the fight there, I think.
Surprising they can kill him, if I'm being honest.
And Luna is rather farmed.
You see, Luna's farm is very respectable. It's
the Daedalus. Daedalus on Luna hits really hard. You have the extra damage from Luna's Blessing, and then you can crit, off that. She's hitting for over 200 with crits added, and of course the attack speed from Wisp Overcharge.
Well, they're gonna get a free Roche. That means Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard. Who gets Refresher Shard? Is that a double Eclipse, double BKB? For Pale Horse?
I'm not sure who they prioritize. Probably Luna, but it's tough to say. Maybe they put it on
It's
Spirit
not the
Breaker.
best lineup.
It's Spirit Breaker.
Oh my god, what? Why?
I mean, he has Aghanims, he has BKB, you know, like he can make work happen. He's been owning these fights.
Yeah, but his cooldowns are so low already.
Yeah, but 2 BKBs.
Okay, he's gonna get the Nether Strike with the BKB. Watch for the Refresher Shard usage from Gremlo if he really wants to go back in. There it goes. He pops it into a potential another BKB, doing absolutely nothing with that Refresher Shard as expected from Gremlo. What a waste! Jesus.
I mean, they don't have good carriers for it. This was the best they had, I think. Yeah, Luna
I don't know if you mentioned this. It is divine.
Yeah. She has the relic already. Only needs 1,200 gold here, and she can have the full rapier. They can win off this. If they get one good team fight with rapier, that's game. So.
Yeah, well, depending on buybacks, of course.
Yeah.
Let's see how disciplined Undying want to be here. Currently, let's see. They only have one. It's on Gyro. So yeah, you're right. One big kill. Oh, the kick out. Monkey pops the cheese, but then just dies. So 2 items from Roche literally wasted.
They should have sold them, right? 1,000 gold.
I guess, yeah. And buyback is available for Brood, and they're just going to go for the Megas here potentially, but Gremlo with the nice charge in. You can see the Macropire doing massive damage here. Gremlo with the BKB, still stuck in a world of hurt. Has to be careful. The right clicks are going to be way too much. Does have buyback, though. Sableye with a nice arena onto Forsaken Oracle. Gets that kill very easily. They can get Monkey. This would be a dieback.
Coming behind.
And Luna finally comes in with that Divine Rapier. Let's see what work that she can do. Gets punched in the air, and there's the kick with the BKB. Brought down to the other side of the map, it looks like. Pale Horse finally gets off the Eclipse. Gets speared into the cliff, though. Stuck inside the terrain for now. Just needs to get off some auto attacks with that Lucent Beam, with the Shard as well, but he's being brought down very low. The heals aren't going to be enough, it looks like. Pale Horse, that does have the Aegis on top of this, of course. Keep that in mind, but he is completely surrounded by enemies. Forsaken Oracle with a nice attempt here with the Ice Path, but Pale Horse getting dropped down. Bryle ends up helping get that kill, and that is the Rapier down on the ground. And that means Tomato gets it, and that means GG. Undying secure themselves minimum 2nd place, depending on tiebreaker situation.
That feels...
And sadly for Arkosh,